What's good, YouTube? It's Ricky Rose coming at you with a brand new video, and in this video I am gonna be doing the Zion Williamson fucking build. Now he's a fucking monster. He's a god. Like, when it comes to college ball, this nigga's a goat. Him and RJ is just monsters when it comes to it. I am gonna make RJ's build, but I haven't really seen, like, I haven't been catching up with the college games. I just mainly been focused on my Heat. You know what I'm saying? That's mainly when I'm watching basketball. I just focus on my Heat. I don't watch any other like games besides that. And I do sometimes watch college ball, but not as much. But I am well aware of who the fuck Zion is. This nigga's a monster. By far, you already know he's going to be a primary slasher. It does not matter. He tries his best to yam it on everybody. If he doesn't, I'm guarantee you that person is falling. Whether he misses or he makes it, that person that he's dunking on is most likely falling onto the ground. Now, like I said, he's going to be a primary slashing. That's by far what you have to go with, because that's what represents him. Keep in mind that for a big man, Zion can dribble the fucking ball. If you want to go coast to coast, he will go coast to coast, and I've seen him done it several fucking times. So it is possible. So keep in mind, this build needs to have rebounding because he is a snagger. But the reason he doesn't average more rebounds than what he does, and even for the rebounds that he averages now, it is a lot for his position. He is a small forward, but he can play power forward as well, or vice versa. He's a power forward that can play small forward, but he moves quick as shit. The reason I'm not gonna go with a power forward is simply for the fact that I need him to have good ball handling for he can move more like a fucking person. He does have somewhat of threes. He doesn't hit them as consistently as you want him to, but he can knock them down. His mid-ranger are there. So you have to kind of throw everything together in a sense that it can fit him. Now, obviously, I am going to go with the small forward, because if I make a small forward, his playmaking is going to be, well, his ball control is going to be a little bit higher than if I make a power forward. So I kind of got to go with this build. I have to take him with a small forward. Now, like I said, driving and finishing is going to stay there because that's his primary for me. That's what I see him as. I see him as just posterizing the shit out of everybody that's in his way. And you may see him differently, be like, maybe he's a snagger. No, nigga, that nigga, he throws it on everybody. That's it. The coach is there, he throws it on the coach, nigga. That's it. Everybody in the paint throws it on everybody in the paint. Now, he's not a three-point shooter. I'm not gonna put him as a passing and ball handling just strictly because he can dribble the ball. Like I said, he could dribble the ball, but it ain't to the point where, you know, he can break ankles and kill everybody on the court like on some Kyrie shit. As for a big man, he can dribble the ball, so you kind of need that. The initial build that I kind of wanted to go with, because he is a well fucking defensive player, is driving and defending. The reason I was going with this was because he had decent, it's not even decent mid-range, but his wingspan is high as shit, so his mid-range is going to take a big-ass hit. Keep in mind, he could shoot. He's not limited to just dunking on people. I've seen him work in the post as well. I wouldn't say as much as possible, but his post game is there, so he is kind of an all-around build. But I cannot lock him down to just defense. I need him to have playmaking. I need him to be able to shoot somewhat of threes, and definitely from mid-range, and have somewhat of post moves. And what else would they have when it came down to shot creating? Like I said, for me, this is the best build. If you want, you could kind of switch it around, because if you make a shot creating slasher, he kind of has better badges, better somewhat of stats. He has driving dunks, it's good. Contact dunks is good. Like, it's still him. Like, you can, but for this build, I'm not gonna put him shot creating first, simply because that's not what he really do. He's known for fucking dunking on people. That's what I'm gonna have you as. Now, driving and finishing and shot creating. Shot creating him the playmaking. Give him somewhat of post moves, you know, his post spin, step back shots, all of that is possible to work with him. And just to show you a little bit of it, you know, his post look is going to be 74 post control, his rebound is going to be 74, 70, 75 with the box out. Like, it's going to be there. And I'm gonna give him some height. I'm gonna actually increase his height by 1, but his driving and finishing and shot creating give you Lob City finisher, which that's one thing that he's insanely fucking good at. That's one of those badges that you need. Keep in mind with these builds, like I always say in all the videos, you need in your mind when you're making this build, you're going all the way to 99. So all the badges that you see gold are eventually going to be Hall of Fame, silver, gold, and then bronze is going to be silver. So his mid-range Deadeye is going to be gold, and so on and so on. His posterizer, his acrobat, his tireless score, all of that's going to be Hall of Fame, because I'm thinking of a person that's going to create this build. He's going all the way. He's going all in when he creates this build. Now, like I said, this is Zion. For me, obviously, I would love posterizer to be purple, but like I said, eventually when you get to 99, you will get that. So that's the build that I'm gonna go with, simply because this is basically an all-around player. You have defense, his lateral quickness is quick enough to move on defense. His ball handling is there, his shot all around 3 and midi, his slasher is definitely there. Now, he is a 6'7". I've looked through every page and it says that he's 6'7" via Google, via his stats on everything. But I am gonna bump it up 1 just cause he's in college now. He is gonna keep on growing. So I am gonna go with a 6'8". I don't know if it's more than that, but this is what Google is giving me, so I'm translating that. But I am gonna buff it up just because. Keep in mind his shot close is good, standing dunk, driving dunk, contact dunk is an 85. That's insanely fucking good. His mid into his threes, 60 and 70s ish. His ball control is at a 75, so that's, you know, a key. His post moves are around 70s. Vertical is high. He can get those boards and get up on the dunks. Speed is up there. So for a big man, he got it. The only thing that he's really lacking on is strength, and that's where Zion is big, but keep in mind he's sluggish as shit. So he's not, you know what I'm saying, D-Wave with weak knees. He can't run down the court as fast as possible. You know, no Usain Bolt and shit. He's quick for a big man, but not, you know, fast compared to a point guard. So his weight on Google right now is 285 pounds. You cannot, I don't believe you can get him to there. So speed with the ball goes down to a 68. That's kind of bad. That's very fucking bad. Jesus Christ. His lateral quickness is a 72. That's actually decent even with the weight increase. Let me look at his contact dunk. His contact dunk is a 92. Holy fuck. That went up 7 stats if you max out the weight. His strength went up, which was a 68, I believe, and it went to a 77. So that right there is insanely good, but I'm not gonna max out his weight for the simple fact that his speed with the ball goes down, and that's kind of terrible. So his contact length is gonna be 89. His ball control still was 75. Speed with the ball is gonna be a 70. I want his speed with the ball to be a 70, but his contact dunk to be a 90. So this right here would be his perfect weight, just because I'm focused mainly on him dunking on people, speed with the ball, and ball control. And this is the one that by far reaches that. And his strength actually went up from a 68 or 69 to a 73. So by far this is still good. His lateral quickness is still there for the defense. His vertical is still up. His post control is still there. Like, for me, this is Zion. So by far, this is the best build that I could come up with. I wanted to go with the lockdown simply for the fact that he'll be able to protect the ball from getting to the hoop. The blocks is going to be there. The rebounds is definitely going to be there because he was going to have those badges. But it would only give me one aspect when it came to, you know, designing Zion. It would only give me the defense. If I put the shot creating, which I did, it would give me, you know, playmaking, the shooting all around, somewhat of a quickness when it came to lateral, even though defense would give me that. But the wingspan, I would either go 1 or 2 up. just for the simple fact that it was gonna hurt your shooting more than what it already is. So either one or two, his wingspan is fucking ridiculous. But like I said, it's really up to you. Always, I want you to create this build and have your own option to it. I don't want you to be forced to just mimic what I do and then recreate that same exact build. Oh, obviously tweak it to however you want to tweak it, but that is going to be the Zion build. I feel this is him. If you have any other suggestions or any other players that you want me to do a build on, feel free to leave me a comment in the comment section below. But you already know who the fuck it is, man. It's your boy Ricky Rose, and I'm out of here.